Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Portia, aka Iron Worker Bauschia, back again with another video. Here to talk about some more stuff for the holidays because God knows there is a ton of stuff for the holidays. I don't know how companies do it, but there's just so much stuff for the holidays. Mac is dropping out the latest Patrick Star for Mac collaboration. Profusion just dropped a bunch of stuff in Target for the holidays. Pixi just did their Ultimate Beauty Kit. Guerlain, which I've talked about in my previous video on highlighters. There's just so much coming out for the holidays that literally a girl will go broke trying to get everything for the holidays. But today I'm going to talk to you about some stuff that I found at Target. Yes, you heard it, at Target, aka Target. I don't know why I call it Target. I just call it Target. And this is stuff that I feel like should be talked about because I am a little shook about it and quite possibly not in the best way shook about it. Like, my mind is blown. Like, I mean, it's stuff I have on my eyes. I mean, I don't know if I'm loving it, if I'm hating it, if I'm neutral towards it. I just don't know. And the stuff I'm talking about is this stuff from Profusion. And, of course, this from Pixi. Like, all of this stuff I bought. And I'm going to tell you, like, these two items were $20 together. This pup was $32. $32, which is not very cheap for Target prices. Like, that is pretty pricey. I mean, $32, like, I could get myself an eyeshadow palette out of Sephora for $32. I'm pretty sure, or maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about this pup, about those pups, to tell you the tea on it, whether I liked it, whether I hated it, whether I'm neutral on it, and all that good stuff. So if you want to know more on the tea about this stuff, then make sure you keep on watching. And before you watch, I'm going to sit here and wait. I'm going to sit here and wait. I'm going to look at my watch. Sit here and wait. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to tell you, God is going to come down, or whatever you believe in is going to come and strike you dead if you do not subscribe to my channel. It's just facts of life. It's going to happen. You're going to be struck down dead. I'm telling you, everybody that I know that has subscribed to my channel has got nothing but blessings. You know what I mean? The people who don't subscribe, they going through a rough patch. And make sure you hit that bell notification so you can be notified of all my future uploads. With all that said, let's jump into the video about all of this stuff from Target. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, that is a definite. I hate it. It should be burned. It should be incinerated. I don't know if it's as bad as the CoverGirl highlighters, but it is pretty bad as this pup from Profusion. It is called the Velvet. Ooh, I had it upside down. It's called the Velvet Matte 21 Shade Eyeshadow Palette. It does come with a dual-ended brush, and it looks something like this on the inside. And I'm going to tell you, the color story is very pretty. I mean, you could use each one of these quads and create like a decent eye look. The problem is the shades start to muddy into each other. And if you look, I mean, if you can kind of see it, I mean, I did give it some use. I mean, Dapper is a really pretty shade. I mean, Dusk is a really pretty shade. These are very creamy. The problem is, you put them on your skin. I'm going to swatch Madly, and I'm going to swatch Keeper. Some of the shades are really dry. Some of the shades are super creamy. I mean, they pick up here really well. And then you swatch them. And they look so similar that literally, like, when you do an eye look, literally they muddy into each other and you get no definition. and it's just really, really bad. So that is something I really hate. Like, the pigmentation is there, but it's just all the same color. And I'm not understanding how the colors can look so different in the pan and yet all look the same. I mean, maybe this is like for like lighter skinned people, but I feel like if you're my shade or darker, like, this is a terrible, like, for $10, like, this is definitely not worth the time and the money. Maybe some of the other shadow palettes would be better, but this one is a big no-no. The problem is also too with the metallics. The metallics. I'm going to tell you, I was so excited by this palette because I'm like, oh my god, they have a blue shade that I'm about to show you in a minute that was absolutely to die for. And I may actually incorporate it in their look because, like, I'm interested in seeing how that plays out. And yeah, I'm taking a makeup wipe so I can, like, wipe off those swatches so I can show you. But the way these shades are, like, some of these are like straight glitters and everything. Like, this is the color story, and I feel like some of these shades they're just not what they should be. I'm going to show you, for example, the shade Serious, which is this really pretty green, and I went in with it, and it feels really buttery, and it's so pretty on the hand. If you can actually see it, it's so pretty on the hand. But when you go to swatch it, it just turns into straight glitter. And I don't know, maybe you need like a different base, maybe it's a topper. I don't know. I just wish it wasn't called an eyeshadow palette. I just wish it was called like a shadow and topper palette, because I'm gonna tell you that green was just not it. That blue though, I'm going to tell you, the blue, this gold Zenith right here, the gold Zenith, let's see, this one right here, Nebula, like, those are really pretty. And, I mean, those are shades, like, I could see myself really enjoying. Like, I don't know. Like, these are the shades right there. And, like, these two are super pigmented. This one is, like, semi-pigmented. And this one has no pigment at all. So, I mean, I don't know what the dealio is. But I'm more inclined to give it more of a chance than the matte one, because shimmers are easier to formulate. And it is something I actually use on my inner corner and actually to amp up the look, which I'm going to show you came from a different palette. Which is the $32 Pixi by Petra. By the way, these retail for $10 a piece. So $10, $10. You know what I mean? Is it worth it to return to Target? I don't know. But $10 is not bad. It's not bad. It could be a lot worse for $10. Now, this pup here from Pixi. I mean, I use the highlighter. I use the blush. I feel like it's just... I feel like I had to build up the blush so much, and I feel like when I'm looking in the mirror, like, it's very pretty now, but I put like 5 to 6 layers just to get this color, and I feel like it's very subtle, and I don't know, I'm not living for it at all. Now, this pup here I got... And I'm going to tell you, the highlighter is really nice. Like, it comes like this. You get shimmer shades up here, your highlighters and stuff over here, and then you get your matte shades over here. But I feel like the shades had to be built up so much that I had to keep going back and back in them. And the shimmer shades, don't get me wrong, shimmer shades are really pretty. I will continue to enjoy this for the shimmer shades, but I don't know if it's worth it just for the shimmer shades. I mean, I'm going to do like a good swatcheroo of, let's see, that shade there, that shade there, and let's see, that shade there. I mean, they're pretty, don't get me wrong, mean, they swatch very beautifully. Very beautifully and very, very creamy. But I feel like still it's more of a subtle thing. And the highlight was very like blinding. Like it took 2 layers and I got it super blinding. I actually had to tone it down with the brush. But as I'm looking at the look and I'm looking on the side, like it just was like, it just is a mess. Like these matte shades, the same problem with the Profusion. They all just bunch into each other and it takes like 20 layers to get some color out of it. And it's just, for $32, this is definitely not brown girl friendly and definitely not worth the money. I feel like the highlighters, if you want, buy the individual highlighter for like $18, I think it is. But other than that, like, these are just, this whole get up here was a waste of $52. And $52 could have gotten me the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette. It could have gotten me a naked palette by Urban Decay. It could have gotten me a Makeup Forever setup. Like, it's just not good. And by the way, they call this a face kit. And it's not just a face kit. Well, I mean, it is a face kit. But, I mean, they have multi-use shades, eye shades, I don't know. Like I said, for $32, this is just not the finest shiny moment. And I was super excited to try it because I was like, oh my god, for $32, that's great. I could take it with me on vacation. I could throw it in my bag, no problem. I'll have everything I need. And I'm just not living for it. I mean, I'll try it one more time. Maybe if I spray some 6+ or something on there to amp up the shimmers, it will help. But other than that, I'm just not living for it. Like, some of the shades were really dry, some were creamy. The blush was just, I would have to carry another blush palette because that blush is just not cutting it. The highlighters are, I mean, they're pretty. I mean, I have it on. It's very, very pretty. I mean, I have it on my nose. It is quite blinding, but again, it's just not my favorite kit of all time, especially when I'm going in with some of these shades to build them up, to get some pigmentation. I have to go in with 20 layers, and I'm just not loving that fact of life. So yeah, that is my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on all of this stuff for the holidays from Target. And yeah, stuff that was like underwhelmed by. Like, I'm actually shocked. I was very underwhelmed. I had like high expectations for, not as high as I would get from Guerlain or Urban Decay or anything like that. I mean, that's like way up, like way up here. But I mean, it was up here. I mean, they were like pretty close to each other. I mean, yeah. So with all that said, I will end this video, and wherever you are, I hope that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.